Hey everybody, how's it going? I'm Sethum and welcome back to another episode for Raid Shadow Legends. I believe we are on the 18th episode, and as you can see, 3 months nearly down in the game. I'm doing okay, I guess. I've just kind of like recently started spending a bit of cash on it, but with that being said and done, we have to do the dailies, and for me, the big interest of the dailies is the energy and all the other bits and pieces, but I do want that energy. I'm also trying to have a look here. I could do with that shard from the spider tournament, so I might look at that and see what I can do with it. Now, I have spent quite a bit of money for the purposes of preparing a shard opening video for you guys, which is going to come fairly soon. As you can see, I've got 120 ancient shards, 9 void shards, and 3 sacred shards. I do want to try and get some more just for the fun of opening them, and I hope that guys you will like this video when it comes out. Off of that, I will also try and make a bit of a guide or something like that to help people with the purpose and aim of getting some of those Legos. Now, I need to fight in the arena 5 times. I'm not that bothered about winning. Let's see what's coming this way. So easy's down, normal's nearly down. I don't have any keys, which is fine enough. 9 hours remaining until the clan boss resets. And as you can see, I have been using Kalia in my team comp. At the moment, we're doing alright on the normal boss. I don't even know I said hard. So easy and normal are nearly down. I still have to play around with the gear. So Flesh Terror does need better gear, obviously. He is still running on some really bad gear. Let's have a look at the arena and see what I can do here. I don't want to fall too far down. I could definitely do that one. So we need to fight 5 times in the arena. I'm not that bothered about winning, if I'm fairly honest. Not at this point in time. Let's see how things go. Now I'm kind of sad because once I get Queen Ava up, I don't know how much use I'll have for Bellower. He does have the debuffs though, which are very handy. So that particular hit right there, I do like those debuffs. So I might try and find a use for him. I don't really want him to go. He's quite handy dandy with the debuffs. The only thing is, he's very, very, very gear intensive if you want him to do damage. And seeing as he has got the AoE bits and pieces, so all of his attacks are AoE, I'm thinking of probably swapping out what he's got and putting a poison set on him. So that would help apply poison to waves in the dungeon. Maybe he could be used that way. I think that's the way to look at it. But then he does need a lot of good gear to do good damage. So, I'll see what I can do with him. I would rather use him than put him in the vault where he can then spend the rest of his days in retirement. I still need him, but unfortunately I think I should have probably leveled up Queen Ava. But hey, I'm doing it now. You learn from mistakes. Now, don't get me wrong, Bellower is amazing, he's good. But he just needs really good gear, which I don't have. And he has been provoked, but that's fine because all of his attacks are AoE attacks. So, that makes no difference. Now, what I want to do is I want to stop that revive. There we go. So, lock cooldown, that's a cool ability, I really like it. Whoops. Yeah, well, I guess that kind of sucks for me. He's just still provoked. I mean, they burnt through his shield pretty quickly now. I do want that shaman down. I mean, it's still on cooldown, but still don't want to risk it. There we go. This is just an auto play from this point forth. You know, there's no losing. Go on. Counter-attack. Okay, so he's got counter-attack set on. Unless that's a passive for him. I'm not quite sure. I think he's got counter-attack set on that champion right there. It's alright. We still won. Next up. Let's see who we're gonna pick on. Just having a look at the levels of these guys. I mean, whew, they were of decent level. I mean, I was far above them, I guess, in terms of levels. But it's still, I reckon if I would have been the same level, it would have been a bit more challenging. But hey ho, this may possibly be a team that we can beat. So let's try and do this. Okay. Let's see how much damage we can do. Oh, that hurts. Maybe not. Yeah, I've already lost this one. I mean, I could probably just auto this because I'm still going to lose. All my damage has just gone out the window. I don't know. I'm still going to try and do some damage. But yeah, this is an interesting team comp. And there goes Kale. Valkyrie's not far from it. Can we take at least one champion down? There we go. So that's that done. Okay. I think, if I'm not mistaken, Bellower has a piece of or one artifact missing. Because I did play around with his artifacts. Maybe that's why that message popped up. Well, whatever. It doesn't matter. I never set out to win anyways. Let's see. I do need some enchants. Well, Gaelic can go because he's useless. We can put this guy in there. Let's go and see what happens here. Alright. Okay. Yeah, if I can farm this one, then I'll probably be farming this particular level. I do like that revive, but unfortunately, I think the only ones that have any gear on them at this point in time will be Ultimate Gaelic, and oh, Shaman doesn't even have anything on her. Haha. So yeah, Ultimate Gaelic is the only one that has any gear on him, so we'll see how far we can get with that. I haven't actually done anything to gear these guys up. I do have a lot of gear, so I might have a look at that. Try and get some more stars for the faction crypt, but not at this point. I'll do that at some point in the future. Obviously, one of these champions that I'm currently using will end up being fed to get rosin, so it's for the purposes of the fusion. And apart from that, I don't really think I'll be keeping her. So that would be, of course, the let's see, what's her name? Blood Feather. That's the one. So yeah, her purpose is only to go to level 50 and then be fully ascended, so that I can feed her to the fusion and get rosin. Now, as you saw, I do have a ton of shards, and on that note, here's to hoping that I don't get rosin out of those shards, because that would be, I don't know. I don't want 2 rosins. 1 is good enough. I like something that's actually useful. But I suppose there's that many legendaries. I don't really have much of a choice. And I was just thinking, if I were to have a choice between rosin and getting another abyss, I'd probably want the rosin. I mean, I've got abyss. She's probably okay in the arena, but I've not used her. I've leveled her up for the purposes of the champion training events and just to have her at 50. But again, as I said, I've not used her, and not really all that great of a champion, although she's a legendary. So, given a choice between getting a rosin, which would probably end up being a duplicate, or getting abyss, I would definitely opt for getting rosin. Increase cooldown. Okay. Yeah, that was all up to Ultimate Gaelic. Terror Beast is quite nice. I do like that reflect damage, so I'm gonna have to get one of these Terror Beasts up to a decent standard. I think I have 2 of them, so that reflect damage might come in handy at some point somewhere down the line. So I'm thinking of keeping a Terror Beast, and the other one I'm just gonna have as a backup or a book or something. Oh, that weaken. Yeah, there goes Shaman. So long for her. Or to her. I think for the rest of the video, I'm just going to stick to farming the faction crypts for the purposes of getting those enchants. They might come in handy for the champions that I have. Well, they will come in handy. I do want to try and revise Kale's gear. I'll have to have a look at what's her name, Valkyrie's gear, and obviously when Queen Ava is up to 60, I'll have to have a look at her gear. Obviously I want to turn her into the campaign farmer, so that means she needs to be a nuker. So that's the plan for Queen Ava. I do want her to nuke as much as possible. So that might potentially mean that I'll have to swap gear around between my champions so that Queen Ava can obtain that. Now, the only one I'm probably not going to touch is Kale, because Kale is alright the way he is. He does have the potential to do more, and I will keep that in mind. And if I will touch Kale, it will only be to increase his damage, and that's pretty much it. So I'm not going to take anything good off of him to put onto Queen Ava. I'm also going to be looking at Elaine. I do want Elaine to do more damage. I think she can do that. I think she could very easily farm the campaign flawlessly, but that would require me to have a look at her gear. Now, I do have some gear that I've gained from the dragon. I did farm the dragon ridiculously over the last couple of days. Obviously didn't make a video on it, so I did get some pieces from there. I'll see what I can use to upgrade Elaine. Now on Elaine, I think I want to increase the attack. We want to also increase the crit rate if we can, but primarily we want to increase the crit damage and potentially a bit of speed as well. And I was just thinking now, like, I might potentially make a bit of a video for the starting champions. I think, in my opinion, the top 3 champions from the starting champions would definitely be Kale, then Elaine, because she's a good campaign farmer. She does have a lot of AoEs and you will need a good campaign farmer more than a dungeon farmer, to be fairly honest. So, you know, if you have a campaign farmer, you can then build a dungeon farmer, which is why I think Aethel would come in on a 3 and then Gaelic on 4th, in my opinion. And that's the only reason I would put it that way, is because of how much you need to spend in terms of time farming the campaign to get your champions to a 6-star. So you do need a good campaign farmer, and there aren't very many to actually pick from, to be fairly honest, and Elaine can do that role quite easily. And I've personally used Elaine, so you know, you really, with the campaign, you want something that has a lot of AoEs. You want to get through the waves as much as possible by taking out as much as you can, and that requires AoE, not single target hits. Now, Gaelic does have an AoE. It can be potentially powerful, but once he's used that AoE, it's on a cooldown, which then means he'll have to single target for however long until that cooldown reset, which is why I think Elaine shines better. I think Aethel also has an AoE, but again on a cooldown. I think she does a 3 times attack, which again very good in dungeons, and also has a weaken really good as well. But to get to the higher tier of dungeons to farm that wonderful gear, again, you need good champions. To get good champions and level them up, you need a good campaign farmer. So I think that's the way I'd like to put it in a video. I mean, to be fairly honest now, looking at the team that I'm running for this, and don't get me wrong, I'm not very far in the crypts, I know that. But they're doing quite well, bearing in mind that only Gaelic actually has gear on him, and the gear that Gaelic has isn't all that great, to be fairly honest. They're doing pretty good. I reckon if all of the other champions had gear on them, they would do a lot better. I think... No, they don't. None of them have actually got anything on them, so that's pretty kind of good. I mean, they're all just relying on Gaelic to do that, to do this level. So yeah, I think I could get a lot further if I were to gear them up. Unfortunately, not too chuffed about having Bloodfeather in this composition, and I'm not gonna be putting gear on her because she is food for Rosin. So yeah. I think I'm going to keep the Terror Beast. He's good. Vrask, I believe it's Vrask that he's called. Uh-oh, this is getting interesting. There we go. Is it Vrask that... yeah, Vrask is pretty alright. Ultimate Gaelic is alright. The Shaman's alright. So I think I'll need a replacement for Bloodfeather. Yeah, just wanted to make sure. So stage 5 and 6, definitely need to look at that. And get some more stars from there. Let's see what we've got for this. We could do that, or I'll take you out and put you in there. And think that's pretty much what I've got. Not happy about the champion taking the lead. But he's got Nora. He's the only one with a Nora. No, actually, no, the other 2 have got auras as well. What do? They're not geared up, they're not leveled up. Is it worth just running a bad level? I don't know. I'll probably do this off camera. Let's have a look at what I've got so far. I'll need to farm the other one just to get whatever I can out of there. That even the littlest of enchants might be useful. But I do also want to continue with leveling up chickens so I can then feed them to my better champions, and I think that is what I'm going to be doing for this next part over here. I do want to also obviously progress with the daily. So we've got 3 champions summoned. I'm going to summon a few more because we got some uncommon champions. I don't want to feed those for the purposes of XP. I want to level these guys up and then rank them up so I can then use them as chickens or food to rank other champions that I've leveled up. Arena Assault. I'll take that. Energy is always useful. Alright. I am so close to that void shard, I can smell it. Okay. Well. So we need to fight in the arena, what, 2 more times? Alright, let's do that. Let's go back to the arena. I just need 2 fights. Let's try and find something. Okay, we can do this, I think. Okay, so the team comp is alright. It's doable. Okay, damage, not that bad. Just looking, Kale's shield is down, so is Elaine's shield. Okay, yeah. So I'm going to have to go with AoEs. I mean, that Veil is useful if you don't go up against a team that comprises of a lot of AoE attacks. Other than that, not that useful. Let's have a look here. What do you do? Okay. I think this is doable. I'm just looking at the team comp versus what I've got currently, and I can see that this may potentially be doable. It all comes down to how hard they hit, but Aethel didn't hit too hard, so that's good. I am worried about the bombs, and then Apothecary's heal. That's another worry. There we go, 1 down. Apothecary's on cooldown, so that's good. Meaning he can't heal other champions, so take down Apothecary. Once Apothecary is down, we should be good to go. There we go. There we go, perfect. Perfect. I'm not sure which one of the demon champions... Oh no, it's not him that places bombs. Ha! Oh, okay. I got him confused with another demon champion that places bombs, so I was kind of worried about that because they do a lot of damage. And I still need a banner for Bellower, which I've not got, and I have farmed that stupid spider. Still not got it. I think I'll need to have a look at progressing through the stages to get closer to stage 20. Main focus at the moment would be doing the dragon one. Getting the dragon to stage 20, and I think after that I'll look at pushing Spider towards stage 20. We want all of those wonderful artifacts, so we want the ring, the necklace, and the banner. At the moment, what I've got for banners, rings, and necklaces aren't all that great. I've kept them because something is better than nothing, but they're not ideal. Okay, so 7 campaign battles. I guess from this point forth, I'm just going to start grinding out the campaign, go back into leveling up champions, and probably run 1 campaign on camera, campaign run, and then afterwards I'm going to go into doing this off camera. So that's kind of the plan. I'm having a look at what I can further increase, but it's time to go and grind it out again. Obviously, this is the boring bit, and it's repetitive. I don't actually mind it. I find it entertaining, but most of you probably won't. So we'll go into stage 3 because we get the shield, we get more money from it. We do need to start building up some of that silver. I was going to call it greens, but it's not really green because it's silver. And we need someone else to level up. So let's have a look at who I am going to now level up. Okay, we've got plenty of green champions to do that, so I could probably start working on those guys. I'll do you for now, and then within 1 or 2 runs I can then start leveling up the uncommon champions. And I think after this run, that'll pretty much be the end of this video. And with that said, I do hope that you guys have enjoyed it, and if you have, please don't forget to support me in the channel by hitting that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new and haven't already for more similar content from myself, and if you have just subscribed, why not check out some of my other videos and guides here on this channel. Who knows, you might just enjoy them. And don't forget to hit that bell icon so that you get notified when I upload new videos and content to the channel. Also, for those interested, you can always find me on the Sethtopia Discord. Links to this, of course, you can find down below in the video's description, as well as in a pinned comment from myself. Until next time, stay safe, folks.